There is a white powder sitting on a hardware store shelf right now. It costs $3. And in 14 states across America, homeowner associations have quietly written rules specifically designed to stop you from ever using it. Not because it failed, not because it is dangerous, because it works so well that two industries worth over $300 billion combined could not afford to let you find out about it. This powder drops indoor home temperatures by a full 10 degrees. It reflects up to 98% of all incoming solar radiation before that radiation ever converts into heat inside your home. It generates more passive cooling power than the central air conditioning unit running in your house right now. And it does all of this without a single watt of electricity. The ancient Greeks knew this. The Romans engineered entire cities around it. Mediterranean villages have relied on it for 4,000 uninterrupted years. And then, sometime around 1950, a $200 billion industry decided that you should never learn its name. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. This is where we open the vaults they locked shut. The year is 1500 BC. On the volcanic island of Crete, a civilization called the Minoans is solving a problem that every human being on Earth still faces every single summer: heat. The stone walls of their buildings absorbed sunlight all morning. By afternoon, the interior of every structure became an oven. Sleeping was impossible. Working was impossible. The heat was relentless. So the Minoans did something that would echo across every advanced civilization for the next 3.5 millennia. They burned locally sourced limestone, crushed the result into a fine white powder, mixed it with water, and painted every single exterior surface that faced the sun. The physics were immediate and total. Dark stone absorbs heat. White calcium lime reflects it. Indoor temperatures stabilized around 72 degrees Fahrenheit, even when the brutal outside air reached 95 degrees Fahrenheit. No electricity, no mechanical system of any kind. Just limestone, water, sunlight, and the basic physics of solar reflection. The technique did not stay on Crete. It spread because it worked everywhere that humans built structures in the sun. Santorini painted its iconic white walls with it. Morocco covered entire Medinas in it. It was used in southern Spain, southern Italy, and the Greek islands. Millions of homes across centuries were all cooled by the same $3 powder. And here is what every single one of those civilizations understood: that your energy bill has been designed to make you forget. The problem was never the outdoor temperature. The problem was solar heat gain. Sunlight entering a structure converts to heat when it strikes interior surfaces. Stop the light before it enters. Stop the heat before it builds. No machine required. In 1973, a researcher at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory in California ran the first modern controlled test of this principle. He painted a flat rooftop with simple powdered limestone mixed with water. The exact same recipe Greek grandmothers had been using for 3,000 years. That white roof dropped its surface temperature by 40 degrees compared to the dark roof directly beside it. Interior building temperatures fell by 8 degrees. The building required no air conditioning for the entire summer. A $14 bag of hydrated lime from any hardware store outperformed a $5,000 air conditioning system. The science was published. The results were clear. And almost nothing changed. Because in 1902, Willis Carrier had already invented modern residential air conditioning. Not because it was better than lime, but because it could be sold to you every single month. Lime generates no recurring revenue. You buy it once, mix it with water, apply it to your roof, and it works for years. No filter to replace, no electricity bill, no service contract, no scheduled maintenance. The air conditioning industry saw a $14 solution to the same problem they were preparing to charge millions of homeowners thousands of dollars for forever. In 2021, Professor Julien Ruin at Purdue University created something that genuinely terrified the paint industry. It was a formula that reflects 98.1% of all incoming solar radiation. The Guinness Book of World Records certified it as the whitest surface ever created by human hands. Peer-reviewed science confirmed that a roof coated with this formula produces 10 kilowatts of continuous passive cooling power per 1,000 square feet. That is more cooling output than the central air conditioning system running in the average American home. It was a coat of paint generating more cooling than your entire air conditioning unit, without consuming a single watt of power. CNN ran the story. The Smithsonian covered it. Every major science publication in the world reported on it. Then something quiet happened. The paint industry generates over $200 billion annually. Companies like Sherwin-Williams and PPG Industries sell products engineered to last 5 to 7 years before requiring replacement. Their entire business model depends on repeat purchases from customers who have no alternative. A lime coating that lasts years and eliminates the need for air conditioning threatens both the paint industry and the air conditioning industry simultaneously. That is over $300 billion in combined annual revenue that depends on you not knowing this powder exists. You cannot patent limestone. You cannot trademark calcium hydroxide. You cannot build a subscription model around a powder anyone can buy for $3 at any hardware store. And what you cannot own, you bury. Homeowner associations across 14 states now explicitly prohibit white or highly reflective roofing surfaces. Their written rules demand earth tones, browns, dark grays, the exact colors that absorb maximum solar heat, and mathematically guarantee that you need air conditioning from June through September every year. This is documented inside homeowner association rulebooks, available for public review. The roofing industry sets standards that favor commercial products requiring scheduled replacement. A $14 bag of lime generates zero industry profit, so the industry made certain it was left entirely out of every conversation, every recommendation, every summer energy saving guide they publish. Now, I need to be honest with you, because credibility matters more than hype. Lime paint is not a perfect, permanent solution. It weathers faster than modern synthetic roof coatings. It needs reapplication every 1 to 2 years. That is exactly how the families who used it handled it. They reapplied it every spring. It took 2 hours, cost nearly nothing, and their home stayed cool every summer without a single machine running. Here is exactly what to do, starting this weekend. Go to any hardware store and purchase one 50-pound bag of Type S hydrated lime. It costs between $7 and $14 per bag. Mix the powder with water until the consistency resembles thin milk. Use approximately 1 part lime to 2 parts water, stirred smooth. Apply it using a thick roller or brush directly onto your roof surface. Apply 2 full coats. Allow the first coat to dry completely overnight before applying the second. Total material cost for an average size roof, $14 to $28. Total time, 1 afternoon. A homeowner in Texas applied 2 bags to his roof last summer. His attic temperature dropped from 140 degrees Fahrenheit to 97 degrees Fahrenheit. His indoor temperature fell by 10 degrees Fahrenheit across the entire home. His air conditioning barely activated for 3 consecutive months. He calculated over $1,200 saved in electricity during that single year from 2 bags of a powder that has existed for 4,000 years. Compare that to a new air conditioning installation, $5,000 to $15,000 up front. Monthly electric bills of $150 or more. Annual maintenance contracts, filter replacements, service calls, or 2 bags of lime, applied once a year on a Saturday afternoon for $14. The Greeks figured this out before writing existed. The Romans used it to cool entire cities. Professor Ruin proved at Purdue that it outperforms modern air conditioning pound for pound. And $300 billion in combined global revenue has spent decades ensuring that you would never connect those dots. The powder never disappeared. It was sitting on the hardware store shelf the entire time, waiting, while 70 years of summer electricity bills piled up behind it. Your great-grandmother painted her home every spring. The science confirmed what she already knew. And today, you just did too. If this vault opened something for you, subscribe and share. Every share preserves what they spent decades and billions trying to erase. The next vault opens soon. What is inside weighs even heavier.